So I came across this article here. There was an Indian wedding apparently in New York City. I don't think it's Manhattan. Let's see. Indian wedding's lavish party in the streets of New York City draws criticism. A grand Indian wedding celebration filmed on a busy street in New York City has gained both praise and condemnation on social media. Instagram user Suraj Patel, a lecturer at New York University, uploaded a video clip of the procession, which involved festive people dancing in the streets to popular Bollywood music. My heart is so full for my family to have all been here for such an incredible occasion for my brother's wedding. So much love and energy on the streets of NYC, Patel wrote in the post caption. So let's take a look here at this. Okay. Okay, it's kinda hard to tell where that is. I don't think it's Manhattan. Looking at the streets, the camera is moving too fast. Yeah, I don't think that's Manhattan. Probably in Queens, because Queens has a good sized East Indian community. In the video, participants in colorful garb enjoy themselves in a festive parade with very loud music. But while many found the celebration fun and enjoyable, there were also some who were not amused by what appeared to be a lavish display of wealth, reported Times Now. The video, which has racked up nearly 20,000 likes, was inundated with comments questioning the purpose of the said celebration. "Stop this nonsense," a commenter reportedly wrote. "You are destroying the image of Indians collectively. Have you not heard of the saying, be a Roman in Rome?" Oh, well, actually it says, "Do when in Rome, do as the Romans do." That's how the saying goes. Not be a Roman in Rome, but when in Rome, do as the Romans do. That's the way it is. If you are so much interested in celebrating a wedding the Indian way, just come to India and do it. Why create such public nuisance? Meanwhile, the patient waiting in an ambulance, the kid being late for exams, and people being late to work must feel good to encroach public property and deny equal access to all. Another writer reportedly added, "Always need that special treatment by pulling the string." Classic. The comments on Patel's video have since been disabled. Well, it's kind of ironic because in the news right now, with Halloween coming up, today's the 25th of October, and Halloween is coming up. I think, it should be like the 30th or the 31st. Yeah, 31st. The city of New York, they're planning to close 100 streets down, 100 blocks at least. Yeah, so some people are outraged. They say it's going to make it safe for kids. So think about that. 100 blocks will be closed for Halloween, because you know what? We live in a city where there are too many vehicles, people get killed, some people if they run somebody over, they don't stop. You know, it's like hit and run. This happens. It's like every week. Somebody gets killed crossing the street or what have you. Now, with different cultures, they celebrate weddings different ways. You know, it's not like the typical American wedding where you invite a certain amount of people, right? And you have like a catering hall and people sit there and have their meals and celebrate. No, in some cultures, even like for example, like somebody has sent me some pictures like from Iran. They have like hundreds of people in their wedding in Iran. That's how they are. I'm sure they don't know all these people, but that's part of their culture. Same with the Hasidic. Where I live, I'm not too far from Williamsburg, and from time to time, they have certain festival things where they go out in the street, and the streets are closed down, and they out in the street, many of them dressed in black. You know, at least with the Indians, they're colorful, but with the Hasidic community, they dressed all in black. So that's kind of drab experience. Also, they often have like certain funerals, like people get killed. There was a rabbi not that long ago. He was driving, and somebody was driving the wrong way and killed him in one of the parkways upstate. And they were all in the street with the funeral. You know, they closed down the street because they were carrying the coffin, and they were all out there. You see, so I believe this was like Borough Park. It happened in Williamsburg. It happened in Borough Park. So this is really nothing new. And they came out of Europe. The Hasidic. They came out of like Eastern Europe, and that's part of their culture. And for years, you know, it's part of the New York scene. So I'm just going to say what the Indians are doing in the street, having a festival, that's not really unique to them. You know, so, I mean, they want to celebrate, but at the same time, all this talk about kids missing an exam or what have you, most weddings are not going to be held like in the morning. So that's kind of preposterous. You know, usually maybe the afternoon, evening, something like that. And somebody made a comment about bank robbery. Perfect time to rob a bank. Well, if you have that many people in the street, you ain't going to be making a run for it if you rob a bank. So all that's really a bunch of nonsense. You know, the people want to celebrate, let them celebrate. Probably in the neighborhood around where they live, I would say.